What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mind Hiking Podcast, and I am your host, Brody Frye. This is going to be a interesting one, as they all are. I say that every freaking time. But I love listening to these things, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. This one, got my best buddy. This is going to be the first back-to-back guest. So I got, other than the multi-part episodes, this is my first time doing a back-to-back guest, but I got a couple of these with Jeremy Lesser that just sounded really good, and I just threw them back to back. I'm excited for both of these, one last week and this one. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and he is sitting right in front of me, so the mic's not set up, but say anything into the mic.
Why, hello, everyone.
Yes, you want to grab that and just...
Oh, to this one.
Yep, go ahead.
Why, hello. I'm back and ready again.
Oh, yes, he is always ready. All right, hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's get rolling on this. So,
Get ready to blow your mind.
yeah, you're supposed to say stay tuned.
Oh. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm your host, Brody Frye, and here we dive deep into difficult questions. We'll map out thoughts, theories, and crazy ideas for the love of knowledge and growth. So, how do we answer some of the mind's toughest questions? This is the Mind Hiking Podcast.
Yeah, no, you better crop that out.
No, I'm not. Oh.
I will walk out of here right now, God damn it.
Okay, fine, I'll crop it out.
I know that's a lie.
Jeremy Lesser, welcome back to the Mind Hiking Podcast. I can never get enough of you.
Fuck yeah, we've
Cheers.
been cranking them out like crazy recently. I might be taking Steph's co-host spot.
Oh, shit. Wait till she hears that.
Coming at you, girl.
Oh, dang. Can't get enough of you. What are you drinking there?
I'm currently drinking an Anti-Hero IPA. Good, 6. I thought it said 8. 6.7% alcohol.
Nice. I got a Arnie Palmy Spiked. Original,
Okay.
half and half iced tea and lemonade. Contains 5% alcohol.
With how much shit we drink before we start
Oh, yeah.
today, you better start calling these guys.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
Saying, hey, you want to sponsor me?
Oh,
I'll
I
start
know.
cranking
Seriously.
out your...
yeah, I'll
Cranking
only smoke your cigars on this podcast, and I'll only drink your drinks on this podcast if you sponsor anybody.
Anyone.
I'll learn to drink anything. Just fucking sponsor me.
I'll just fucking down it.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Svedka reaches out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Arnie Palmies, though. I fucking hate tea. Hot tea is good, but cold tea, I just
I'm the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I hate hot tea.
Oh, shit.
I love
If
iced
it's
tea.
brewed tea with honey,
No.
hot tea with honey.
No. I haven't
before
found
bed.
one I liked, at least. Yeah, no.
Oh, I like the Sleepy Time brand. That stuff's good. I'll just brew that and it'll soothe me. And then you put a splash of honey in there and it's fucking good. But then I remember we were over at Doug's. It was for a D&D thing, and all of a sudden, all he had was these Arnold Palmer spiked
Yep, I
things, and
remember
I'm like, nope, I'm not drinking this session.
Fucked.
Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not drinking this session. Sorry, you guys were already drinking, and I was just drinking water or juice or something. And then I'm like,
I think it was water.
yeah, fuck it. I'll give it a try. And then
Next thing you
crack
know, he
one,
has
I'm
6 cans.
whole new world.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking delicious. So good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Now I get them all the time.
I love iced tea or any cold tea.
Yes.
I just can't drink it hot. I also don't like hot chocolate.
Oh,
so,
really?
I'll drink it maybe once a year.
When we're snowboarding.
Yeah. But other than that, I'll never go out of my way to drink hot chocolate unless someone gives it to me.
You remember going to Grand Geneva and they have going snowboarding and they have the fucking best hot chocolate in the world there. The only problem is it's lava chocolate.
Yeah, literally.
It's
you're about to
chocolate
fucking
lava.
burn your whole inside.
Yeah.
It's just going to run through you how hot it is.
Like, what you might as well do is, like, when you're purchasing your tickets there or, like, getting checked in and everything, you just pass up the whole check-in line, order your hot chocolate, and then just, like, set it in a corner where nobody's going to grab it. And then you just go down, buy your tickets, get everything worked up.
Yeah.
Then you go out there, couple chair lifts, couple runs, just do a few runs. Then you come back with a handful of snow.
Yeah.
And then you plop it in your drink. And by that time, then it's kind of
yeah.
starting to, it's not going to roast your mouth, but it's still like, it's still really hot, but you can drink it at that point.
Yeah, it's like just on the verge of a lava sauce, but it's like just enough to where you're not going to scald your tongue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I think the reason why I hate hot chocolate is because when I was younger, I drank hot chocolate from a hotel and I burnt half my tongue. So like I could not taste with half, like from the front, like halfway up my tongue.
Well, that's happened to you before, haven't? Like on your chin though with pizza.
Yeah. Everyone I think has freaking
that's true.
smacked their bottom of their chin with pizza and like had like 1,000-degree burns from fucking pizza sauce and
what
cheese.
What kind of pizza was that? Wasn't that like Chuck E. Cheese or something?
I think so. Yeah, it was probably Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, you like bit it and then the
it's
whole
like
slab.
whole sleeve just.
It's first bite, right? First bite and the whole piece of cheese just stays together. All that fake cheese. Just...
Yeah, and just slaps like under your chin, down your neck, and you're like. Like trying to fucking
scratch it off.
Yeah.
And you're just like pulling your own skin with it.
Yeah, literally, it's like.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what that little hole in your
yeah, maybe that's why I have a fucking been super hard to grow that little patch of hair underneath my chin.
Yeah, grows the most lush, beautiful beard you've ever seen. Best facial hair ever. So full and rich, except for like a little hole under his chin.
Yeah,
but
literally.
then like the other day we were working, you like tilted your head, and I was like, oh, it's full.
I'm like,
yeah, your hole is full.
Yeah, I've finally been filled.
Yes. And finally, once you become filled, I'm just entering puberty.
Yeah, finally start to get that beard growing.
Yeah. Yeah, one day I'll be able to catch up to you. I can, God, my facial hair is so like, oh yeah. Good thing you got that back up. Crack it. Close to the mic. Ah, yeah. Yeah, now what is that? No way. It's gone. Empty.
Good old Budweiser. Thanks, Doug.
Yeah. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, that was a good fucking good few swigs there, though. Damn.
Fuck yeah.
I appreciate you getting that on the audio. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my facial hair is so wiry though. You know who's like, I don't know, it like grows straight out.
Yeah, it grows straight, but like it's like it's not growing full yet.
Yeah.
So like it's just gonna look that way, but like once it starts to like all come in, then it's gonna like start to be like, it'll look like normal.
Like it literally grows out straight wires and it just comes straight out, and by the time like it gets so long, but it doesn't like fill in with all that soft filler hair.
I mean, mine's not soft. It's like if I let mine grow, it's super like coarse and curly. It's weird.
You know who's got the softest fucking beard that I've ever felt? Not that I felt it or anything.
Ooh.
Doug.
Really?
Yeah, have you
I've
ever
never felt his beard.
Oh, dude, his face is so soft.
I have to feel your beard next time, Dougie.
It's so soft. Like, I'm like,
really?
Damn, are you like growing like silk out of your face?
Oh, yeah. It's just
like,
got silkworms embedded into his jaw.
Yeah, probably. He probably had like surgery to have like silkworms injected into his face.
Probably.
It's fucking like so soft. Like, Steph's a lucky woman.
She gets to cuddle up against that beard all day.
Yeah, literally. It's like silk blankets, basically. Fuck.
Who needs a fucking blanket when you got Dougie's beard?
Yeah, literally. Oh, fuck,
yeah.
dude. Tell me about your experience last night.
Oh, yeah. Fucking couldn't fucking sleep. So all of a sudden, I'm just like, you know what? Well, I played Hell Let Loose till like 11 o'clock. Tried to pass out. Couldn't. Like just laid there till like 1-ish. All of a sudden I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go outside and have a cigarette. So all of a sudden went out to my truck, grabbed a cigarette, the last one in my little carton, fucking sat outside, couldn't fucking see shit, lit that bitch up, saw the end was on fire. I'm like, fuck, I just lit this thing backwards.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah,
oh,
like,
you didn't tell me that.
Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like, fucking goddamn it. Went back to my truck, grabbed a new pack, cracked her open, and just sat out there and just like...
I guess my last pack, besides the whole carton I have on standby.
Yep. Yeah, literally. So I grabbed the other pack, pop her open, just pull one, because I'm like, I'm not going to sit out here forever and just fucking chooch them like crazy. I'm like, I'm just going to get a nice little feeling and just relax.
Yeah.
My mom's got a little...
1:30 in the morning, relaxing.
Yep, 1:30 in the morning, just like sitting outside, literally clear skies.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was like the perfect, like crisp, like 83 degrees probably,
yeah.
like no breeze, just not even humid either.
Just these knees.
Just these knees, and yeah. So all of a sudden, walk out there, before I light it backwards, fucking kick my feet up, look over across our backyard. Our neighbor's out in her fucking undie-wundies, fucking trying to get her dog, and she's like, oh God, who's there? And all of a sudden gets her dog, runs back inside, and that's when I light it backwards.
Oh God, yeah.
So now what?
Did you like say anything to her?
No, I'm just like,
it's Brittany, bitch.
yeah, I should have. That would have been like, what the fuck?
She probably would have just like stayed out there then.
Yeah, probably. Ooh, Brittany.
Yes.
But no, all of a sudden I just get my cigarette lit the right way.
Yes.
And just sit out there, just start puffing on it, and all of a sudden I just start pondering. And you've brought up like chaos in your podcast before, like everything's chaos, and I just start looking at stars, and I mean I love just stargazing at night. Like it's just super relaxing and peaceful.
It's amazing.
And you kind of just get lost in the thought of like what the hell's out there, and like life is chaotic. Like you're watching these stars, and a lot of people don't comprehend that what you are seeing could possibly be like the star like a million years before it died.
Yeah.
Like that shit is just a memory of like the light's memory that's still like traveling through the universe.
Yep. Yeah.
Like that star could have died billions, millions, trillions of years ago.
Yeah, like when you see supernovas, they could have happened anywhere from fucking like last year to fucking like 100,000 years ago. Like
literally.
They say that, like I already told you this, but like the further into space you look, the further back in time you look.
Yeah.
Which is fucking insane if you pause and think about that, because it's
literally.
true. Because like light takes time to travel. Like
you're basically looking at the past.
You are. The further distant stars you're looking at, the further back into the past you're looking. Because it takes that long before, if a star supernovas, and it's going to take that long for that light to travel to your eyes, to Earth, all the way to Earth, however far. I mean, our sun, I believe this is right, but I believe it takes 8 minutes for the sunlight to reach Earth. Yeah, our sunlight to reach Earth. Yeah.
Shit. I would have thought it was like instant, since it's light years.
Yeah, no, it's like 8 minutes before that light gets to, like when like solar flares happen and stuff. Like it literally takes 8 minutes before that radiation comes.
So basically, what you're saying is that if our star explodes, we got 8 minutes to be like, wow, we get to indulge in this beautiful thing that's gonna fucking murder us.
Yeah, I've talked about this on the podcast. I don't remember what episode, but I think I've come to a final conclusion on it, because I one of the questions I brought up was like, if our star like supernova, first of all, it would probably go cold before something like that. It would be like an ice Earth before something happens. But it'd start going cold and whatever. But I believe. But anyways, if it's supernovas, what would happen first? Would we be like disintegrated? Would we be burned?
Would we feel the shock?
Would
we feel the shock wave first, or the sun? Because like technically, even with a bomb, you're going to see the shock wave before you. Well, no, you'll see the light before the shock wave. Yeah, because the shock. Yeah, you'll see it, and then the mushroom cloud, and then finally the wave. So would you feel the burning first, or would the shock, like you'd see the light explode? Yep. And then would you feel the shock wave before the burn, or does the burn come with the shock wave?
So what I was thinking was, just based off of speed itself, like, I mean, you'd have to assume, like, this is all assumption, but you'd have to assume with what we know, like, mathematically and scientifically, that, because I didn't know when I asked this question the first time, and, like, I didn't do any research at all. This is just, like, me sitting here now pondering it again. I feel like what would have to happen is that, like, if our star supernovaed, we'd see it. We'd see it, some shit happening. I mean, we'd know long before it happened, obviously, because there'd be plenty of signs. But, like, when it actually happens, like, we'd see the light first, because light's going to travel the fastest. And then the next thing is, I feel like we'd get hit with a sound wave. Like we'd feel a sound wave. And then, like, sound is so much slower than light. So I feel like you'd see it happen, and then, like, a little while later, then, like, I don't know how, even if it's like a day later, who even knows how much slower sound, like, I don't know in that sense, and that at that distance, how much slower sound is. And then after the sound is then when the actual, because sound's got to travel faster than, like, heat and energy does.
Yeah.
So, like, I would imagine you'd see the light, and then however long later, then you'd feel the shock wave, and then it just, and the shock wave could take us out.
Yeah, literally, that's what I was just thinking.
The shock wave could just fucking turn the earth to fucking dust.
I was just thinking about that while you were saying it, because, like, the shock wave would, like, we can only withstand such a strong shock wave. Like, when you have, like, vibrations on, like, stones, like, you'll start to dance and stuff. So, like, how strong would the shock wave have to be to start to affect Earth, like the whole rock of
the
Earth?
Strength of the
integrity of the Earth,
right?
Basically.
The integrity of the Earth is determined by the strength of its gravity. That's the only thing holding it together. So as long as the shock wave's energy is greater than the gravitational pull of Earth's energy, then it would just fucking, like, dust Earth, basically.
Yeah, literally. So we might not even feel the heat wave. It might just be, like, instant disintegration.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it's a crazy thing to think about. Like, fuck.
Yeah, but, like, with the whole chaos thing.
And then, sorry, maybe even like, just thinking about it, like, maybe the light would reach us, but maybe it would be such a bright light that the light, the second it hits us, could fucking evaporate us too. Yeah, because it could be so hot.
Yeah, the light could be hot. Like, a light bulb gets hot.
Yeah,
a light bulb gets hot.
Yeah,
and there's always heat with. I would think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's heat with light.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but that, like, my thought would be, like,
maybe I think light travels faster than, like, the heat, like, thermal energy.
Well, here's the thing: when you have a bright enough, like, if you have a massive light, like, with a bunch of LEDs on it, and you flick it on, you feel the heat coming off that light. Yeah. So would that light carry a certain, like temperature, thermal energy with it?
Yeah, I don't know if that's carried with the light or if that's like a slower than light. I don't know. Or if just, like, light itself can, like, pierce.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fucking a weird thing to think about.
Yeah, literally.
The disintegration of Earth. And it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it'll happen someday.
It's scary to think about, but that's,
I mean, there's always these people who are like, doomsday, the fucking Mayan calendar, all this crap. It's like, really the only way we're going to destroy ourselves is with nuclear stuff, or if an asteroid comes at us, or if our star explodes. Yeah. That's the only way. Yeah. Like, or if our water dries out. Yeah. We got enough fucking technology on this planet to fucking wipe us all out anyways. Yeah, literally. So it's like, how many times do I got to say this on the podcast? Why can't we just stop our bickering, stop our political bullshit, stop with our tax bullshit, and stop worrying about these dumb little stupid nitty-gritty problems, and let's just fucking build spaceships. Damn it. Literally. What the fuck? How many times do I got to say this? Let's just get off this floating rock. We're going to die here. And, like, how much more knowledge we'll be able to, like, obtain. Yeah. When we all are just, like, why the fuck are we like fighting over each other for resources when we all could just share resources?
Yep.
Like, yeah, we all, in the Bible, it says the only reason why I'm pretty sure it's in the Bible that God decided to split languages is, fuck. Oh, I can't believe I just forgot it. God made different languages. Oh, fuck.
Take your time. This is interesting. I've never heard this.
Yeah, like, God damn it.
Think about it, and I'm going to start saying
like,
something.
It was originally everyone had the same language. Mm-hmm. And then I'm probably wrong. But what I think it was after we sinned was when we started to feel pain.
Yeah.
And I think is when God decided to be like, if this is how you guys want to be, then you guys don't get to all have the same language. You get to you'll have to like deal with not understanding each other type thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's something weird like that in the Bible. I don't remember where it's at, and I could be completely wrong, but I remember hearing something like that as a kid.
Yeah.
Like God created different languages because of something. And I want to say it was sin, but I could be wrong.
So I want to come back. Let's just put a little... I'm going to move your bottle cap that you left on the table. I'm going to set that like right here on my drink.
Yeah.
So that way I don't forget to come back to this. So bottle cap on my drink right now when I go to take another sip. That's for the space topic that I want to come back to. Let's just put a tab right there so I don't forget. And let's go back because I'm just now... Not now, but like when this podcast gets released, I'm starting to get a pretty good accumulation of episodes now, so it's nice. But like when this episode really, I mean, like at this point, probably like a month or so back, I had kind of like started my like faith journey, my spiritual journey, and like never grew up with religion or anything like that. But
that was in Katie's episode.
Yep. Yeah. So that was kind of like the start of it all. And not really the start of it all. Cause like we kind of dabbled a little bit here and there. And we talked about, like we had some arguments in our years of being together and, cause she grew up religious, but like, so did you, right?
Yeah. And like I grew up religious.
I didn't at all.
We'd go to church all the time.
Yeah, do you mind talking about like kind of your faith background and how that?
Yeah, so basically my family grew up Christian, and it wasn't like really driven into us as kids. Mm-hmm. Like it was kind of like, hey, we're going to church every Sunday. This is my parents' belief, and they want to kind of show us it, basically. Yeah. Is how I always pictured it. Yep. And so we grew up going to church, learning about God, learning about like how, like there's one God and he created everything type thing, which I believe there is one. I believe in God. I believe in all that. I believe that there is one true God. But at the same time, I also question a lot. So, like, at the same time, I always had, like, why is there all these other religions with other gods, multiple gods type thing? Yeah. So, I don't know. I always questioned it. Like, is there truly just one God? Yeah. So, I don't know. It was like... My parents didn't drive Christianity into me. Yeah. So it was kind of like, it was basically like, we're kids, you're coming with us type ordeal.
Yeah, no, it's a tough thing. Like, especially with all the different religions. Yeah. And like, there is so much interpretation and like, that's one thing too, is like it's tough to think like,
was there truly just one?
Yeah, and like, was it skewed by human interpretation?
There was something which I wanted to start researching, which I'm going to shortly, was the book of Eli.
Okay.
He had found, I'm pretty sure he's found scrolls or something, and he read them and interpreted them. And it was kind of like the I could be wrong, but the Catholics, like, kind of manipulated something, I want to say.
Sure.
And, like, I can't say it fully because I don't really know. I have to look into it. But I wanted to read the book of Eli because that kind of contradicts the whole Bible.
It's weird because, like, yeah, because back then it's like, do I fully trust our government? No. And it's like, back then, religion was power. Religion, like, the church was the government. The church
Basically
ran everything, and that was power. And then we kind of like formed a government when America was established, and now it's like, okay, now the government controls, and now it's like separate the church from government, and like whether or not, that's a whole nother debate, whether we want to separate the church from that. And I feel like people are kind of like losing touch with, I don't know, it's a weird thing. Like, I feel like people are making some fucked decisions. So like there's good and bad, where like, do I agree with everything that the Bible says? Right now, no.
Yeah.
There's some fucked things in there that I think.
Which is good. I think it's good to be able to question things.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you just accept everything how it is, like, you're kind of almost a sheep in the in the herd.
Yeah.
So it's good to be the black sheep.
Yeah, and like think for yourself.
Think for yourself, but also
not be afraid
like
to question.
Yeah, it's not. It's
asking questions is important.
Yes.
Like, I think about that a lot, where it's like people like take pride in, I never ask why, I have full faith. But like, which, good for you, that's good, but like, also, it's tough. Like, I'm a thinker, you're a thinker. It's like, I want to know, and it nothing against like religion either. It's like, it's like everything else. Like, when you look at a motor, you want to know what makes it work.
Yeah,
you want to know inside and out. Like,
how did it come about to become able to create motion?
Yeah, not just how it works, which is important. I want to know how this shit works, but I also want to know why it works.
Yeah.
Why is a whole nother dynamic, a whole nother side to the coin, where it's like anybody can sit down and know how something works. It works like this. But like, why does it work like that? Like,
what's the reasoning to why it works?
Why does fuel, oxygen, and a spark create combustion? Like that, basically. It's like, you want to know, like, why. And that's kind of where chemistry comes in.
Which is a hard thing for us. It's because, like, we want to, like, if it was a perfect world, we'd be able to go back in time and, like, see everything.
Yeah.
Like, how many times I wish, like, my mind could just explode with the knowledge of everything.
Yeah.
Like, and so, like, before we come to be human, like, before our soul gets put into our bodies type thing.
Yep.
Do we know everything? But when we become a solid being, is there like some disconnect with our bodies because they're incapable of accessing that knowledge? Like, and then once we die, are we going to be enabled to regain that knowledge?
Yeah.
So like,
right.
Like, even thinking in my head, like, even when I was 12, I remember thinking, like, my body mentally remembers darkness.
Yeah.
Like, it remembers nothing.
Dude.
But at the same time, I feel like somewhere in the back of my head, it remembers everything.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember.
It irritates me that I'm never able to.
It's like there's a barricade.
There is. There's a barrier in the human mind where we are unable to connect with certain things. Why there's people who are able to connect with spirits and people who are able to connect with different powers that most people cannot.
Yep. God, I wish you guys could just like see the passion in this man's eyes as he's speaking. Fuck. That's why the only way through these barriers, that's why you got to start popping mushrooms.
Literally.
It's the only way to break that barrier. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, I also think that, like, there are things which are able to take these barriers in our mind and kind of put cracks in them.
Yeah.
Because
break through it.
A lot of people say like, hey, if you take this, like it will literally change your life, because it's making you see everything in a completely like it's taking your world and flipping it upside down.
Well, here's the thing about, because we kind of touched the surface of psychedelics, but like here's the thing, like psychedelics have literally saved people, especially like people with PTSD, like veterans and things like that, where like they have such bad mental disorders, and like psychedelics have completely changed them. Also, psychedelics can completely cure addiction too, because they're not addictive, and they can wean you off. They can cure addiction. Like I've even heard of like 2 to 3 doses being able to completely cure addictions. And then the other thing to that is that fuck, I just totally lost my train of thought.
Helping cure addictions and stuff like that.
Curing addictions and fuck. Non-addictive.
We were talking about like gods and stuff, and like how it's able to also connect you in different.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's not like, another thing too is it's like weird because we have receptors in our minds, in our brains, specifically for DMT, which is the psychedelic drug, basically. But like the fact that we have receptors in our mind, just like we have receptors for every other chemical, why do we have receptors in our mind for DMT?
That's news to me. I didn't even know this.
Oh yeah. And that's another thing. It's like, because I've talked about like my obsession with audiobooks, and I just fucking listen to audiobooks all day long. So like the mind, obviously the Mind Hiking podcast, like I'm obsessed with the brain and the mind. So like, again, another topic that I always listen to in audiobooks is just consciousness and mind, and like the brain, the human brain, and like also not just like spiritual type things, but like books written by like doctors, PhD, like
people who have studied the mind.
Yeah, that know what they're talking about. Like the physical aspect, the scientific aspect, and the spiritual aspect of the mind. But yeah, there's receptors in your mind for DMT, and it's like in your brain. Another thing too is like,
which like, are you saying which it like the DMT accepts those receptors more?
Yeah, it knows how
or
to.
Is
it knows how to take it in and like decode it basically.
Gotcha.
So it's like, why is that in there in the first place?
Okay.
But another thing too is like your brain is capable of producing any chemical that it can also receive. So like whether that be microdoses of things like on your own, like I don't know.
Like also how your body, like there are people who inject small doses of venom which adapt the body to become resistant to certain things. So basically what you're doing, your mind is already able to accept it, so you're basically being able to tap into those which, I don't know, if maybe if you do it more, you might grow more receptors to accept it more.
Yeah, that's a good point. Know. I don't know either. Yeah, it's just like,
I mean, if you're able to grow something which is able to attack something that's trying to attack your body, why can't you grow something in your mind or body to accept more of something?
The resiliency of our bodies and minds are amazing. Like that's literally what vaccines are. It's just altered or dead viruses that they're injecting into your body that are not going to fight back, but then your body learns. It's like your immune system is
adapting.
Your immune system is basically like a reverse engineering program built into your body, where it takes these, like you in a vaccine is injected into your body, and it's like UFO crash landings that you just take and you just reverse engineer these things for the technology kind of thing, where it's like literally like that. You just take this technology, you take these dead viruses, or altered viruses, and your body the immune system takes them in and just like decodes them or reverse engineers them and creates an immunity, or creates a force against it kind of thing, I guess. But
basically like how we create antidotes for certain stuff.
Right, exactly. So your body and that's like people. I know some people. There's specific people that like get so agitated when they hear like herd immunity.
Herd immunity.
Yeah, you never heard of that?
And if you probably start to explain it, I'll remember.
Yeah, you probably will. Like a lot of people get immediately like pissed off when you hear but some people are for it. But it's basically like herd immunity means our bodies know what the fuck they're doing. They like with COVID, a lot of people were arguing herd immunity, where it's just like,
oh, where everybody gets in a group.
No, like everybody just goes about their day normally and basically ignores it, and whoever gets it gets it.
Yep, and like it passes it around.
Yeah, it passes it around.
That's what Sweden did.
Yeah, and then
I'm
know what happens?
sure it was Sweden.
We all eventually build up our immune systems to the point where we can handle it, and it's fine.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah, exactly. Like the people that are like all fucking, it's like the people that are using hand sanitizer and shit like that nonstop.
You're destroying your immunity.
You're destroying your immune system. Like, you know,
how many times when we worked on the farm, how many times we dove into mink shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I can tell you, I could probably count on my hands from the time I was 10 to how old I am now, 25.
And then we go
how many times I got severely sick.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
Like I never got
sick. The more
sick.
you expose your body to like this shit, like
physically,
the more literally, the more immune you are. Like like being like farmers, they're tough motherfuckers. First of all, they're tough motherfuckers, and they can get through any like you're right. You can count on one hand how many fucking times. Like I don't remember the last time I was ever sick.
Yeah,
and we just passed fucking. It's 2023. I mean, whatever, 19 and 2021 through COVID, whatever. Never got that.
Yeah,
fucking. I don't remember the last time I was sick. And the times that I was at the farm, like this is another thing. Your body, all you're doing is weakening your body when you take a sick day and you go and you sit on the couch and you just like let your body just like you just sleep. And people say like sleep it off and like let your body recover. Take a sick day or whatever. The animals don't give a fuck if you're sick or you're throwing up. How many times were we at the farm and we're like,
oh yeah,
the flu, puking our brains out, feel like bags of shit, and we had to run around the backside of the barn, puke our guts out, and then run back in and start working again. Like, doesn't matter. The animal's got to be taken care of, and you know what? That toughens you. That makes your mind realize like we got to fight this thing now. Like the more you're pushing your body, the more it's going to be like, fuck boys, we got to take care of this shit. Like let's just get this thing cured and knock it out so this guy can get back to work kind of thing.
Yeah,
so,
there was a one, like I want to believe it was like the 1900s. It was a girl was like in the lived in the rainforest or something or in like a forest. She got lost out there, but survived. And the people found her and brought her back. They were like, her skin's like leather. Her immunity is out the ass. Doesn't know English, like doesn't know any language, but this girl's body adapted to living in such harsh environments that like you could not find someone nowadays with that same immunity build up that she had. Like it's insane what the body is able to do in certain scenarios, like to protect itself. Like your skin will become stronger than like us. Like we're like little flabby little pieces of skin.
Like think about how weak our feet are. Like Native Americans and stuff didn't wear shoes, wore what, moccasins or whatever. Like just a thin piece of leather. And
there's that dude in LA that fucking doesn't wear shoes. And like he can step on fucking anything.
And then we cry when we step on Legos.
It's like boo-hoo, a fucking
pieces
Lego.
Of plastic.
This dude will fucking probably walk on glass and not give a fuck
exactly.
about it.
Literally there was no shoes and like we're running around the forest with pine needles and sticks.
Look at normal animals' feet. They have that thick like almost
dog feet.
Basically leather padding on their paws.
And that's our feet used to be durable and now they're like soft because we're protected by shoes all the time.
And anyone you see working on a farm, you'll see their hands like
calloused
and hardened to protect itself.
Farmers' whole bodies are calluses.
That's why you get blisters when you do something that you never have with your hands.
Blisters.
You get blisters because your wearing out that weak skin,
Yep.
and then calluses will slowly start to build up there.
Yeah, build up that durability. That's like boxing too. Like when I was, just because I had a pretty big kick of boxing there for a while, and same with your knuckles too. Like you start, even if it's just punching the bag for a while, your knuckles just crack and split and break open and bleed and scab and callus, and it gets pretty messy, and like the inside of your glove gets all fucked. But like after a while, you can fucking just go to town on that bag and like nothing happens. Like you're just building up that durability.
Like you can see those people, those Asian ethnicity people, like who literally are kicking 4x4s with their shins
or cinder blocks
and punching through them. Like, and they have, you can see on their knuckles or on their shins like how callous they are.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And like 90% of people don't have that. Like if we tried to do that, we'd literally split or break our hand.
Fuck yeah.
And the micro fractures that it creates in those bones become stronger. Your bone becomes stronger with every single micro fracture.
You need to put your body out there. You need to put yourself out there. This goes for any topic, your mind, your body. If you want to grow, you have to put your body in a vulnerable place. You have to expose your anything, whether you're talking about like mental growth, put yourself in a place where you're stressing yourself. You got to stress yourself, strain yourself. Anybody that goes,
you'll be able to survive higher stress when you're put in more stressful situations.
You build endurance. Anybody that's gone to the gym and worked out and really strained their body, or any regular gym goer, understands this, where you are ripping and tearing muscle fibers so that way it can fill in. You go to the gym, work out, pump that iron, you're literally tearing muscle fiber, ripping it from itself. And then you go home, eat a protein, fat-rich diet.
You feel a little sore.
Yep, you feel sore because you're growing back. Yeah, you hurt yourself. That's what the point of it. And then your body builds that back and fills it. It stays ripped apart like that, but then your body's filling in the gaps. And then you go back to the gym and you rip it more, and then you fill in the gaps. That's how muscles grow. And that's how your immune system grows. That's why babies are sick all the time, because they're always developing. And then once you become an adult, that's why there's like labels like if you're over the age of 12 or over the age of 18 or whatever on like medicine bottles and stuff. It's like your body is growing and developing and building up an endurance and immunity, and like your mind, you can handle the stresses. That's why like fucking like kids can't handle, like, especially if they're like sheltered their entire lives. That's why like sometimes you get kids that are like so stressed and can't even fathom the idea of like moving out from their bedroom or whatever, or like can't even fathom the idea of paying for their own vehicle or anything like that. And they could be fucking like 30 years old and people are paying, their parents are still paying for them. And it's just like, that goes for anything. Like, you expose yourself and you're growing yourself. Like, again, I always like just bring it back to myself because I'm a selfish motherfucker, I guess. But like literally 17 years old, I'm paying for all of my vehicles, all three of them. I've said that before. Paying for all my vehicles' insurance. I was paying for my own fucking health insurance at 17 years old, and you get till you're 26, and I was paying that. So guess what? 25 now, and I'm fully like how many years is that? Fucking
almost 10.
7 years, 8 years of paying for health insurance, and 26 is the limit, and I'm fully used to doing that. So it's no different now. I'm calloused at this point. So it's like all good. I'm like, bills are no problem. Same with a mortgage. It's like, it's fine. Like, you're building endurance. The more you put yourself out there, the more you struggle, the more endurance you're building. And that means the more you can handle, the more responsibility you can handle, the more you can take on, which means the more you can grow, because the more you take on, the more you can grow. You're just ripping, growing in, filling the gaps, ripping and filling in the gaps. It's just like and fucking repetition.
Like nowadays they're saying like every person's normal stress level is equivalent to people in insane asylums in like the 1900s.
Oh, really?
Like when insane asylums kind of started, we are equivalent to the same amount of stress levels as it was back then. So
Damn. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Mm-hmm. That's fucking crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, it's wild. We're just like sheltering ourselves more and more each day.
literally.
I was thinking about it too, where it's like fuck, dude. There's so many topics like this reminds me of that I just don't know if I want to get into.
We can save it for another one.
Yeah,
unless you want to.
we'll save it for another one. That's fine.
Gonna have to write it down though.
Yeah,
So we
I'll
don't
write it
forget.
down. Yeah, I got my little notebook that I just like got topic ideas that I'll write down.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck, and I got my little bottle cap here in my drink that I've been like,
yeah.
I just like hold on to it. I just like press it on there and take a sip, press it on there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll get back to the space thing.
Yeah.
But basically, the space thing. Now this is totally out of context, but it's just funny. Like we were talking about that and like resources and stuff, but like asteroids, like they can take asteroids and like there's like meteors with like pure gold, diamond, like carbon and
Yeah.
gold or water, even like asteroids that are mostly ice, and it's like so much fresh water in an asteroid that
Yeah.
could like freaking take care of us for like the whole Earth for like 100 years or whatever of
Yeah.
fresh water, pure water. And the problem isn't the grabbing, the catching of this meteorite. That's not the problem, being able to grab it. They can take it, they can grab it. We got to get space stations established that
I
can
think we
like,
kind of tapped into this in one of
might have.
my
We might have.
in your episodes like
Yeah.
early on.
but like to take it in, to like grab it and then like mine it and like use it in space, like we
Yep.
build these space stations, or
Even like it's hard to bring it back to Earth.
exactly.
It's nearly impossible.
Yep, that's where I was getting at. Where it's not that taking it and mining it and harvesting it is where the energy is consumed. The most difficult and challenging part, where the most energy is consumed and where it gets the most expensive, is trying to bring it to the Earth's surface, because now you're fighting gravity. You got to fight gravity to get it down to the fucking planet. So it's like there's so much resources out there, but it's like to be able to get it through the atmosphere and fight gravity on your way down to the point where it's not fucking disintegrated or destroys the planet by trying to bring it through the atmosphere. Yeah, there's so much resources out there, but we just got to get off this fucking rock.
Yeah, like once we're able to be a civilization outside of a planet, it will change the game for life itself.
A multi-planet species, and then a multi-solar system species, and
Yep.
like, could you imagine just like multiple star system species, like
It would be insane.
like that'd be awesome, because then all of a sudden we're free at that point, because then it's like
Yeah.
or at least our race, the human race, is like free, because if something happens to this star, we can travel there, here, there, or whatever. Like anything that happens anywhere, we can just travel or jump ship kind of thing, and or like move the population elsewhere. Like we know this star's about to blow up, like let's fucking get out of here. And down the road, who even knows? Like we figure out a way to harvest the energy of a supernova and then free power for infinity.
And like who knows, like there could have been civilizations way previous to it, way previous to us, that like could have already have done that.
Yeah.
And we have no idea that it happened.
Yep.
Type ordeal.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, I mean, we already have, so it's like harvesting the energy of a supernova. It's like basically like we basically do that with fucking nuclear power, where it's like nuclear fission. So we already are capable of doing, like, creating nuclear fission, which is just like you just throw an atom really fucking fast at another atom and split it in half.
Nuclear fusion?
No, fission, because fission is the splitting of atoms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was all just one fucking word.
No, yeah,
Oh.
nuclear fission is the splitting of atoms, and that creates
fusion is probably putting two together.
Exactly. Yeah, that's fucking hard. That we can't do right now. That's basically like
I thought we were able to do that. I thought we already split atoms.
Tony Stark can do fusion. We can do fission. We can split atoms. But like the arc reactor in Tony Stark's chest,
Gotcha.
that theoretically is supposed to be a fusion reactor, basically. So we can't do that. It's like right now, we can't net energy yet.
Hurry up and fucking do that.
Yeah, literally. They're trying, but
Yeah.
it takes too much energy to try to get it. We can do it, but we can't net energy.
I think they're trying to make another then it's nuclear fission where they smash two atoms together. They're actually going to start making another like one of those big ass
the
ring
big
things.
fucking run,
And I think it'll be like 2060, I think is when it'll
really?
be complete.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
it's
fucking
crazy.
massive, like 2 times as large as the last one.
It's fucking crazy. I don't even remember, but like, I think if we can accomplish nuclear fusion in a certain like sense, I don't know the details, but like nuclear fusion where you're basically smashing two atoms together to form one, and that'll produce enough power to power the world for like months or whatever like that, like fucking, or like the United States for multiple years kind of thing. Like it's just like crazy amounts of power to do that, and like however many times the amount of energy that the sun puts out kind of thing. But like I don't know all the technical details, but I know that it's fucking crazy power to be able to put that out. And like that's basically the whole Iron Man concept is just that the arc reactor is a fusion
well, then
reactor.
basically you'd be putting fusion reactors inside of things, and then that would be able to power a ship technically, I would think, without like
infinitely much.
without like us having to waste so much money and time on and the resources on fuels.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And who knows? There's probably elements out there that makes this an easier concept than the one. Because I think about that too. Like how many planets and stars and whatever out. I guarantee you, like that would be weird if every element that exists is magically just on planet Earth. That's
there's no way there's.
I'm gonna fucking call bullshit to the max on that because with all the whole universe and all the stars and everything out there, are you telling me
how
that
many different gases
magically everything happened to land on Earth in a perfect combination? That's bullshit. No, I guarantee you there's like fucking infinite amounts of elements that we just didn't happen to have on Earth.
Yeah.
Like who knows? I don't know. It's just like, dude, we can open up so many cans with that too.
Oh, literally.
So it's like, jeez, dude. I don't even want to get started on it.
Yeah. You can save it for another one.
Yeah, and again, save that for another one. Fucking, that's why I love this podcast so much, because there's so much we can do with it. There's so much freedom.
There's so many different directions.
Yep. Oh, the Mind Hiking Podcast. I love it.
Literally fucking hiking these thoughts and
Yep.
mind-boggling
Yep.
theories.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I love it. I love it. I love having you on.
Oh, yeah, I love fucking just doing it. Because we know, normally we have these conversations.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even when we were younger, we were like,
Yeah.
oh my God, what the fuck is going on here?
Literally. Yeah. You just fucking expose me to my core.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I always
and you
have these.
expose me.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I love exposing you. Mm-hmm. I always like have
It's like
these,
ripping my clothes off and just standing right in front of you.
Oh, yes. I love that. Yeah. No, it's awesome having you on because like I get like so like motivated to just like put my thoughts out there.
Well, yeah, and like also we've known each other since
we're so comfortable with each other.
Yeah, it's just like we're basically brothers, but not blood.
Yep.
And one thing which I kind of wanted to tap into, I was thinking about this the other day, is that there's a saying which like I think it's bonds are thicker than blood or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Yeah.
it's basically like, yes, you'll have your family blood and stuff, like they'll be there, but like throughout this life, the bonds you create will always become stronger than your family. Like your family's always gonna branch out. Like my sister's in Colorado, Courtney's in Woodstock. Me and Brooklyn are still at Ma's, and then Kaylee's out in Milwaukee. Like we're all everywhere. Like blood scatters.
Yeah.
But like the bonds you create with someone, like
That's
you
cool.
can be anywhere and you'll always like
Yep.
you like if they fucking need you, you'll be there. Even with
That's so
family,
cool.
but like the bonds you create in life
Yeah.
are stronger than the blood you are born with.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember reading something similar in a book too about like the happiest people on earth keep those tight bonds close, where it's like, even if you got to sacrifice things to be able to stay close with them, like fucking to be able to stay close to your best and closest friends that you love and trust, like that's what keeps people the most happy. Because when you start splitting that up, that's when it's like, because you don't find people like that every day.
No,
you know?
it's
a rare thing.
Normally it's the ones that you create when you're young.
Right.
Like you can also find people when you're older and become really bonded with them, but like the ones that you grow up with
I really understand you.
really understand how you grew up, everything. Like
common struggles.
you grew up in the same, not the same scenarios, but like the same atmosphere type thing. You kind of like saw each other's weaknesses, you saw each other's strengths. You helped pull people through things. They helped pull you through things.
You get through it all together.
Yeah. Like that is something that is so strong that can't be broken.
Yeah, that's something so special that like not even everybody gets that opportunity or that chance. Like this is such a rare thing. Like you and I are.
Yeah, like we've known each other since we were like 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like it's just it's a really special thing because not many people are fortunate enough to be able to have a friend like we are.
Yeah, literally. Like it's insane that we've stayed this connected for so long, because even though we went to different schools, it was kind of, I want to say it was motocross that really kept us as close friends. And like
which is crazy too, because like competing against each other, that can break friendships too.
Truly,
we're like competing or like stupid
me and
things.
you would battle back and forth racing.
We've literally taken victories from each other, and we're still
it
as
would
close
be
as ever.
All the time, every nuclear series race, it would be me and you battling, and you'd take them. Like I'd be right there behind you, and they'd be announcing over the intercom, like, "Oh my God, Brody took like past Jeremy," and like it was just a battle. And, like,
that's awesome.
I was always so upset that like you'd win, but I'd be like, "Dude, I'm fucking pumped for you," because like I'd rather my best friend win than just some random schmuck in the field, you know? Like,
some schmuckaloon.
Yeah, like, who the fuck are you to fucking take the win from me? I'd rather this dude take it.
Yeah, me and you were both out there, and this schmuck won.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's just like, it's a crazy thing to think about, like, the competition that we've gone through and like still like this close. It's a very special thing, like
for sure.
And we've only touched each other that one time.
Yeah, just once. I mean, it was mutual. Totally fucking joking.
That's a total joke. I was totally kidding. I just had to throw that out there. So I thought it was funny.
I am as straight as a fucking parallel line.
Yes, we both run so straight together.
Oh yes,
very closely together. But we swear we're parallel.
Yeah, there is room for Jesus there.
Yes, yes.
Oh God,
it's all humor. It's all fun. It's it's we like immature jokes. We're children. We're children.
We're fucking children.
That's one thing that's like some people just don't get, because like
everybody gets too sucked up in being mature. Like, if you can't enjoy life if you're mature, you have to be a fucking retard. Excuse the language. I know some people will hate that, but you got to be a little ree to enjoy life. Like, if you don't enjoy life, you got a massive 12-inch fucking schlong up there that you really need to pull out and like just enjoy the stupidness you can create.
You have to laugh at yourself. Yeah, yes. The Riri comment was you making fun of yourself.
Yeah, like you
no
gotta
offense taken there.
No, I'm not trying to offend people, but
no, you got to be able to laugh at yourself.
Yeah, you got to laugh at yourself and laugh at your friends, because if you don't laugh at your friends, they won't laugh at you.
Then they're gonna have a really big ego, so you gotta beat them down.
Yeah, yeah, literally. If you don't beat your best friend down, they won't beat you down, and you won't. Like if your friend starts getting too high above you, you got to be like, listen here, fucker. Yeah, you're staying with me.
Yeah, and if they start getting too low, you got to beat them up.
Yeah, like
sometimes you got to beat them off.
Hey,
yeah,
bazinga. True friends will push you to be your better self.
Yep.
Like if your best friend is not pushing you to become better than what you are right now, even if your ego thinks you're the best you can be right now,
you're not.
Your best friend's like, dude, you're a fucking piece of shit. Get better.
Yeah, get off your ass.
Yeah, like me and Brody push each other at work. Oh yeah. Even just like anything we do, if it becomes like mountain biking, we'll be like, dude, let's keep going. We can make it to here. Like the best friends push each other.
Yep.
And to push each other makes both of your lives better.
Yeah, it's awesome. You grow each other. You're like in Katie's first episode, you're just like playing Pong and like bouncing that ball off each other upwards. And you're like, you can't pass that ball without a partner. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, you got to be able to like imagine those paddles just infinitely growing upwards, and you're just passing that ball back and forth. And
you can't just play with yourself all the time.
Yeah. No, you need a friend to play with. Yeah. And if there's no friend around, sometimes you just need a toy.
Yeah. Anything that'll bounce that ball back.
Yeah. Man child. I've been called that before, and I don't care.
I'd rather be a man-child than a stuck-up schmuck in the city.
Yeah, literally. Dude.
How miserable some people are.
Yeah.
Like, when they're just, like, stuck in this, like, I'm fucking better than you.
Yeah.
Like, and, like, look at how many people want to be around that guy.
Dude, some people might take offense to all the sexual jokes that we make on this podcast, but stroke me. It's just fun. Yeah, like seriously, it's freaking funny. We're all human beings. Laugh a little bit.
Yep.
Like, lighten up, Francis.
Yeah, literally. Fucking Francis.
Yeah, literally. That's an old, like most people, anybody our age won't get that reference.
Yeah, at least 80% of people won't understand that.
Yeah, that's a Bill Murray quote from, actually that's not Bill Murray, that's the chief guy, but from Stripes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Stripes.
Fuck, dude. That's a...
Why'd the chicken cross the road to get from the left to the right? He stepped out of rank, got hit by the tank. He ain't no chicken no more. No! Fucking awesome movie. Yeah. I remember watching that. We were
classic.
Like 13, 14 when I first watched that.
Yeah, I didn't even know when that movie came out. But fuck yeah, dude.
I want to say the 80s.
Probably.
80s, probably.
Could have been, yeah. Maybe, yeah, late 80s, I'd guess. Maybe early 90s.
Let's see. I'm going to guess like 86. That's my guess. What's your guess?
I'm going to guess 92.
81.
Fuck! Holy shit, that's way earlier than I thought. I was fucking 11 years off.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck, that was pretty close.
Damn. Fuck,
I swear. Young Bill Murray.
Dude.
Younger.
I'm way mentally older than I am.
Dude, both of us are. Yeah. Like, it's the way you grow up, to be honest.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Like, we were taught way old traditions, and that's why we're so far ahead of the pack.
Yeah, like you work hard for what you want in the future.
Yep. And we're not alone. There's a select few out there, and I know you guys are listening, so love you all.
Yep.
Just keep fighting. I mean, we're different. We're a different breed, and the ones listening, I'm sure if you made it this far, you're a different breed too. And you guys are the ones that are driving the country. So let's fucking do this together.
And the ones that aren't on equal footing with us, like, it's better to open your mind to different ideas, because when you're so close-minded on one certain way,
you can't grow.
You can't grow. You'll be trapped in this, like, you can, the ceiling is your limit.
Right.
When you open your mind to more ideas and different pathways,
right,
the universe can't fucking hold you back.
Right. You got to rip that ceiling to fill it in. It's just back to the muscle growth thing. You got to rip that muscle, keep an open mind, expand your mind and fill it in. Expand your mind.
When you fill a ball with air, that is all the knowledge you are gaining. That ball is trapping your knowledge.
Yeah.
So the moment it explodes, that air is going to go everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it's not contained.
You got to blow your mind to have the universe's space.
Yep.
Yes.
Fucking yes. God damn it, that was perfect.
Yeah. All right, we'll wrap it up right there then.
Fuck yeah.
That was a good one. There's a lot of topics we touched that we're going to have to make other episodes about. We'll have you back on for sure. You fucking kick ass, and I love having these deep conversations with you.
Oh yeah, dude, it's always fun.
Fist me. Ugh. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
That was kind of fucking rough.
Yeah, it was. Sorry.
It didn't hurt. I liked it.
Oh, yes. The pleasure of pain. Hell yeah. All right. Well, thanks for hopping on the Mind Hiking Podcast. You rock.
Yeah,
love
dude,
you.
love being fucking here. Love you too, brother.
Fuck yeah. All right. Thanks, guys, for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.
Peace.